Hey Team Electronics and Coding, this screencast is going to teach you how to flash your Arduino. This means move code from Tinkercad to a software called Arduino IDE and then on to your Arduino itself. Okay, so first thing you're going to do is click the Tinkercad login link, pop it out, say continue, join with your nickname, which is your last name. My last name is Test Student. So that's me. Okay, go to our class, go to Electronics and Coding, and go to the first sketch that has code in it. We're going to copy and tinker this sketch. So remember, when you copy and tinker something, it creates a copy of a sketch that was just, my name was 2 LEDs and 1 button, and so now the new name is copy of 2 LEDs and 1 button. The way to download the code is to pop out the code right here and then press this download button. We're going to download the code, but first I'm going to show you an error. So we're going to download the code. It's going to show up in the downloads file, and I'm going to try to open it up. It's going to say create a folder, move the file, and continue, and I'm going to say OK. But a folder with the same name already exists on this computer. Because there are so many students using these computers and all downloading copies of sketches with the same names, it doesn't work. Only the first time you download a code with a unique name will you be able to create the sketch this way. So it's a good practice to always rename a sketch. You can add a sequence of numbers or letters, or just say fun. Actually, no exclamation mark. So if I give it a new name and make sure that that new name is uploaded, go back here and download the code and click here, put it in a folder, and voila, it's going to work. Here is the code in the Arduino IDE. Okay, it's a good practice with your Arduino to always verify your code. This is going to make sure that there are no errors in the code. Now, if you have pre-prototyped it on Tinkercad and you've run the simulation and it's run without errors and it's functioning the way you want to, this is kind of an extra step that you don't really need to do, but it's a good practice to get into anyway. The next button is the upload button, but before we do that, we need to make sure that we've selected the right port to upload the sketch. So the next thing you're going to do is take your Arduino, attach the blue USB cable to the Arduino, and then you're going to need an adapter because the computers are all USB-C and your charging cord is, or your flashing cord is USB-A, so you need an adapter, plug it into your computer. I'll show you where the adapters are in class. Some of the computers have adapters built into them already. Okay, so once you've got your Arduino hooked up to your computer, you're going to go up to where it says Tools. You're going to make sure that the board you've selected is Arduino Uno and not one of the other Arduino boards from this list. And then you're going to make sure that the port is selected. You should see something like this with a USB modem and then Arduino Uno in parentheses. If you upload the code without choosing the correct port, the code is not going to go to the right place. So choose the right port, the one that says Arduino Uno in parentheses. And then you're going to go to the upload button and just hit it. And your Arduino is going to flash there's a little LED that's labeled L and then TX and RX, and they're all going to flash, and that's when you know that the code is on the board. And you can unplug your Arduino from the computer and you should be good to go. Okay, so maybe this is a little bit too late to say this, but I hope you wrote down those list of steps because we're going to be using them in class tomorrow.